Hello everybody, welcome back. This is going to be another one of those videos where I talk about a certain topic, where I focus on a single issue that I believe needs attention that has been bothering me, and today I want to talk about social media. I made a video a while back ago about my social media tier list, and upon rewatching that video, I recognized that I made the right call by putting Twitter and Reddit up all the way to the top. I mean, the worst tier in the tier list, and I want to focus on that topic a little bit more because I realize that I don't really need those sites anymore. Over the last couple months, I've gone through a couple of existential crises where I realized that I'm getting older. Like, I'm 24, and I feel like my life has been going through a couple periods that I need to change to become more mature. And I realized that I want to also get rid of a lot of noise in my life. And that's why I decided to just delete Twitter and Reddit. And it feels weird to say this because I was addicted to those sites for the longest time. There was a period in my life where I used Reddit almost every single day. Then a while later, I became addicted to Twitter. And those sites have gone through a long period of time. And they've gone through some bad changes, good changes just overall as a platform. And I wanted to just focus on just creating like videos and promoting my stuff on Twitter and connecting with other people. That was like my rationale, is I wanted to like get closer to other people. I wanted to just find like other creators in my niches. And I realized now that I never really needed. And I want to explain today like my main point, which is that these sites actually do worse things for your mental health and for your just overall well-being as a person, as a human being on this planet, and as somebody who uses social media. So let's focus on the first thing about Twitter first, most importantly, because that's, I think, the site of these that I deleted that I spend the most time on. And I'm going to focus on Reddit and Threads a little bit later. But Twitter, for me, I have a personal vendetta against it because I got obsessed with so many things that now I realize were just a waste of time. Not talking about my tastes, like I really love all the communities that I was a part of, like the anime communities, video games. I met a couple people that I really like and I still stay in contact with. I've connected with other people, but I feel like that site just brings out the worst in people. It's just everybody there is so obsessed with drama, so obsessed with canceling each other, and just like there's so much politics in there. But like the politics, when you focus on really what is being said, it's just complete nonsense. It's just like things that people react to quickly. There's no nuance. They don't stop and read things. They just like want to hop on the first the story that they see and just like state their opinion, and it's just like a bad thing for your mental health. I feel like if you really want to get the full scope on something, for example, on the war in Ukraine or some other topic that's going on, for example, like there's a lot of politics in the United States, especially when the presidential election coming up. There was just a point where I was like, I don't want to read this. Like, if I want to get the full scope, I would rather like read a full book, like just chronicling the whole like things that have been going on over the last couple of years in politics, or just like read articles by sources that I trust, like people that I actually respect, journalists that I respect. Maybe watch a couple of YouTube videos if you don't have that much time, because I feel like YouTube just gives you a chance to like lay out your position much more carefully. There's a lot of planning ahead going on, and just basically forming your values from just what I call like long-term sources. Those include books, documentaries, articles. For example, if there's something that's happening recently, like in the moment, you have to know what's going on, get the facts and all that kind of stuff. And with Twitter, the opposite happens. Everything is just like right in the moment. And I just don't like that. A second thing is just the drama. I feel like everybody just has this obsession with cancel culture. Like if someone does something wrong, it's just like the public mob goes after them. And one can get really addicted to this thing. There's like a schadenfreude aspect to it. Schadenfreude, I don't remember how you pronounce that, so bear with me. But it's basically the feeling of just like seeing a train wreck and a person just getting mobbed and getting canceled, and you just can't help but see. I feel like there's something about human nature that we love to see chaos, especially when it's somebody who did something wrong, and I just like felt myself change as a person for the worst. I feel like that was just the main point that I like wanted to delete Twitter. I was just addicted to the drama. There was a time where I barely participated in it. I would reach a point where I saw these viral tweets going like viral, and I was like, oh, if I did something like that, if I published like a funny joke or just responded to somebody's comment, my tweet can go viral, and then like more followers would reach my YouTube channel, my videos would get promoted a little bit more. And I feel like that's a very toxic mentality to be in. And that basically ties to just the overall main reason why I just deleted the site and also Reddit, which is just the way it changes your brain. I feel like the more noise it has to do also with the overall topic of social media addiction that I have been researching lately. I highly recommend reading this one, Jonathan Haidt's book, The Anxious Generation. I feel like it has a lot of really interesting info on this topic. And obviously, I think there are positive aspects of these sites. For example, there's like communities you can form a part of. You know, there's like a lot of people make their careers through there. If it works for you, I like that's good for you. But I personally think that for the rest of humanity and for people, it's just like a really bad idea to use these sites. I just think it's ridiculous. I think that Elon Musk says, for example, when he bought Twitter, that it is the world's like town square where opinions are going, and it's like, dude, you don't need Twitter for that. You already have YouTube where the same thing happens. People give their opinions. People can exercise their freedom of speech, and without the aspect of what do you say, the aspect of this like reward system that Twitter promotes, where you have to like get on every single topic like immediately, and it's just like a really toxic mindset to be there 24/7, have to tweet a million times a day. Like sometimes you don't even have to think about like stuff, you just have to tweet, and even if it's nonsense, it gets you engagement, and that's all that matters. But yeah, now I want to focus on a little bit on Reddit, because that's another site that I deleted. I hate Reddit so much now. It had its purpose a while back. A lot of like internet subcultures originated from Reddit, a lot of memes, and it had a really important part to play in culture. But I feel like the site is just like really not good. I feel like it's kind of the same thing with just like echo chambers and people getting in these mentalities where you like belong to a tribe and you just like hate other people, and also like feel like the anonymity adds a big aspect to that. Like people are just names on a screen, nobody knows who they are in real life, so they can just have permission to like say the nastiest things, and it just creates a very toxic culture, mentality, whatever you want to call it, that I felt was also changing my brain. I'll talk about this topic more completely another day, but I feel like the way Reddit radicalizes you, especially in politics, is just not good at all. And I was a victim of that. I got into some really bad mentalities because of Reddit, and I just associate a lot of bad memories with it. As a final point with Twitter and Reddit, there's a large amount of pornography on there. It's just like rampant. Like if you make an account, there's a high chance that you're gonna encounter pornography within the first like hour, and I'm not even kidding. It's just like really bad. And personally, that's a whole other topic too that I would love to make videos on, because it's just like really damaging, especially if I'm gonna go into these commentary style videos and these like just giving my opinion and all that kind of stuff. But I feel like it's just like so rampant that it's basically a part of the culture, and I just don't like that at all. Finally, Threads is no better. I realized when Threads opened, it was promoted as this alternative to Twitter because it's like far less toxic, and now I realize that that's just not the case at all. The reason I made this video to begin with is because of that realization. I just opened Threads out of nowhere. I was like, oh, whatever. I use Instagram a lot, and I think Instagram is a lot more positive. I feel like it's like improved over the years, especially with the way you can connect with people, with old friends. And there's like links to Threads because they're part of the same, like, I think like Threads is a spin-off of Instagram, something like that. I don't remember. But I went on there for like out of curiosity, and I realized that like it was Twitter all over again. So I was just like, yep, I don't need any more of this noise. I'm just gonna delete it, and that was it. So yeah, that's pretty much like all my thoughts on it. It's just like these sites are not bad for you. I would really recommend deleting them, and yeah, those are pretty much all my thoughts. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.